This pregame show is presented by America First Credit Union. America First Credit Union has game-changing solutions for every financial need. Join the winning team today at americafirst.com. Beautiful Friday evening in Harriman, Utah for this match between El Paso Locomotive and the Real Monarchs. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN+. I'm Landon Southwick on the call solo tonight, so hopefully you can join me. Tweet at me on Twitter or join the conversation somehow. We'd love to hear from you. Tonight should be an interesting one. El Paso Locomotive, one of the best teams in the USL Championship this season. First in the USL Championship rankings on USLChampionship.com. Let's check out the storylines, though, for tonight and see what's expected. El Paso, last undefeated team in the USL Championship and riding a 17-game regular season undefeated streak. El Paso 5-0-2 all-time versus the Monarchs, having swept the Monarchs last season. Monarchs looking for second straight home win after a 2-0 victory over Sacramento Republic here at Zions Bank Stadium a week and a half ago. Let's check out the visiting player to watch, Diego Luna. 17 years old, 6 games this season, 2 goals in 2021, and looking very strong, being part of named the USL Team of the Week, and comes out of the Barca Residency Academy. A guy with a very interesting story that we'll talk about throughout the match tonight, and he should bring some fire for El Paso. On the opposite side, someone that just got signed this week, Charlie Weehan. He's a guy that's very capable of scoring goals and being a linchpin in the attack. 10 goals, 18 assists at Stanford. And this is no knock, but he is the younger brother of Chris Weehan from Orange County. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with starting lineups next. Tonight's match is brought to you by America First Credit Union. America First is proud to be the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. Whatever you need for whatever matters most, America First is here to help. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. By University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the RSL family and yours. Visit uofuhealth.org. And by Zions Bank, for banking that helps you tackle every financial challenge. Zions Bank is for you.
When you're a member at America First Credit Union, there's only one goal that matters. And that's whichever one is important to you. So whatever help you need to get started, or how much guidance you need along the way, we'll be right alongside you until you reach it. Because the only goal that matters to us is yours, truly.
You are the sunrise waking my day.
I miss you guys.
You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
Zions Bank Stadium. Let's check out the starting lineups tonight, brought to you by MarketStar. MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. On the visiting side, El Paso Locomotive in essentially that 4-4-2 with the diamond midfields. Ketter, Borelli, Yuma, Jerome, King across the back line. In the midfield, Ross, Ryan, Luna, and Rebellion. And up top, Gomez and Soyanak. And a team to watch for, and like we talked about, Diego Luna is my guy to watch for tonight. Let's check out the home side and Hamas and Alave squad. Putting in goal for the Monarchs tonight, the third string keeper for Real Salt Lake, with a couple guys injured. Flores, Adams, Orozco, Martinez, and then the midfield, Bonce, Oloski, Brown, and up top, Wehan, Mata, and Ramirez. And that's the starters for both sides. Let's get underway here. Both sides out on the pitch, ready to go. Monarchs in their all blues. El Paso Locomotive in their white with light blue trim. Monarchs will be moving from right to left across your TV screen, or north to south here at Zions Bank Stadium. Sun starting to set in the western sky. A few clouds hovering over. Warm weather here in Utah. Drought continues in this part of the country. Have not had rain in a handful of weeks. As we are underway, Diego Luna gets us kicked off here at Zions Bank Stadium. Ball's out wide for El Paso. El Paso has been the side that has done very well defensively to keep goals from going in their own nets. Hasn't been the best scoring side in the USL Championship, but has been able to find a way to get 3 victories and 3 draws on the season. Last game for them, a 1-1 draw versus Colorado Springs in a game where they looked very solid, very capable of winning that game. Had a few miscues in the back, but weren't punished dearly by El Paso. Just that single goal, and a solid goal by Maka King. And a beautiful ball in the side of the box where he found himself alone and buried it off a set piece. Ball coming wide for Rebellion. Plays it inside the box. Good looking ball and a goal! My goodness, a dream start here at Zions Bank Stadium as Gomez gets on the score sheet, and it's 1-0 El Paso. 1 minute into this game, beautiful ball by Diego Luna. First time touch inside the box and just powering over Adams is Gomez. And Gomez puts his name on the score sheet and puts El Paso up in the first minute. And a beautiful ball by Luna started that one off with the hockey assist. If you'd like to join in the conversation tonight, you can tweet at me at Landon Southwick. Try to read your tweets on air. Got my tweet deck open. Love some commentary from all those out there that are tuning in. As the Monarchs go down early here at Zions Bank Stadium, and a dream starts for El Paso. Ball's going wide to Martinez, up over his head. As you can see, our center referee, Matthew Corrigan. 15 USL Championship games, 66 yellows in that time. 0 reds and 3 PKs, about 4.5 yellow cards a game. Cameron Seiler, Karsten Gilwald, and the 4th official is Jordan Downs. Paso, with that goal, is going to be able to dictate the play quite well. We'll see if they're able to capitalize again here shortly. Roscoe to Adams. Monarchs trying to find something in the midfield. Ball back to Flores. In the midfield, skipping past Sam Brown. It'll be a bad giveaway by the Monarchs. Something the Monarchs have struggled with really is linking up to those midfielders. Bonce and Brown are very capable players, but oftentimes they're being bypassed or the ball is skipping wide of them. It's really cut down on the opportunities for Mata up top. Charlie Wehan's going to be on the defense. King plays a nice ball inside the box. Beautiful ball. Falls, and an opportunity just wide. As Ross, the Scotsman, getting an opportunity. You can see head coach for El Paso Locomotive, Mark Lowry, in his 3rd season for the club. Had a lot of success so far in his young career. 25, 12, and 19 for him here with El Paso. Wehan into Bonce. Bonce trying to find Oloski. King back to Jerome. Jerome's going to play it all the way back to Ketterer. Rocking the all-orange kit tonight. Green and gray boots. Yuma. The Spaniard, nice little dink there to Jerome as the Monarchs tried to apply some high pressure. Ball's out wide to King. King 2 straight Team of the Week honors for him. He's a guy that's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Former Indy 11 player. Monarchs applying the pressure as Ryan's able to elude Bonse Helowski. Luna, the 17-year-old. Back to the Spaniard. Back to Luna. Nice little combination. Luna, little touch getting away, but stolen last minute. Monarchs with possession. Weehan elects to play backwards, and it'll go all the way back to Adams. Charlie Weehan, 10 goals, 18 assists in his 4-year career at Stanford. Last player to come through the RSL organization from Stanford is a guy that's had quite a bit of success, or had quite a bit of success, maybe slowed down a little bit now with LAFC. But that's Corey Baird, the 2018 MLS Rookie of the Year. Mata trying to get around Jerome. Loses the ball, and Jerome will play it forward to Rebellion. As you can see, the home coach, Hamas and Alave, led the side to the 2019 USL Championship. Got them the victory. He's had a lot of success, and a lot of success in his playing career as well. I know I watched Mark Lowry and him hug and chat before the game, and Mark Lowry showed and pointed out the muscles of Hamas and Alave as he grabbed onto his arm. And I could only imagine was talking about his strength and what type of muscles he's still got. Brown in the midfield. He'll get it wide to Jason Ramirez. Ball played inside the box, cut out by El Paso. Brown settles with the quad, playing it forward, trying to find Milan up over his head, and it'll fall to Logan Ketterer. 8th minute of play. 1-0 El Paso as they scored in the first minute of play. Right at that minute mark to take a 1-0 lead. El Paso 2-0-1 here at Zions Bank Stadium. RSL returns to the Riot in a week to face the Houston Dynamo. Visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TIX now to claim your seats. It's 844-REAL-TIX to claim your seats. Ball wide to Flores. Flores playing it in the box, trying to find the run of Weehan, but too far out in front of him. A lot of action going on here in the state of Utah. 2 games here. Monarchs at Zions Bank Stadium, Real Salt Lake playing a home game against the Whitecaps at at Rio Tinto Stadium. They're officially the home team, even though both teams currently are based at the stadium. And also the Utah Jazz have a do-or-die game tonight in Los Angeles against the LA Clippers, Game 6. For those of you interested in that. Roscoe. He'll play it wide, finds Ramirez. Ramirez was a young DP for Real Salt Lake, gets around the first defender, and the foul will be called. As Borelli wasn't too excited with that call, he's going to ask the referee for clarification. Monarchs with the dangerous free kick just outside of the 18, about 5 yards, and slightly off at an angle, as you can see the replay on that one. They are on the far side, called it quickly. Milan and Bonse will stand over this free kick. Milan coming off a 2-goal game against Sacramento Republic. Can he produce some more magic? He'll play it inside the box. Looking forward to Sam Brown. Sam Brown gets a foot on it, but up and over. Excuse me, took a deflection on its way in. And it'll be a corner kick, the first of the evening for the Monarchs. Monarchs will get an early corner kick, something that they have not had a lot of success at getting corners and producing results off corner kicks. Milan puts up both hands. Bonse's just wide of him. Ball inside the box. Can't beat King. Falls to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to get a couple quick touches. One touch over the defense, and the second one eludes him. Ball forward. Luna's going to go forward. He's got options. Nice little spin move to get it wide. Ball being called for on the opposite side by Solignac. But he's not seen. No foul called. Luna inside the box. 3 defenders in front of him, dancing towards the touchline. He'll play it out. The ball attempted cross. What could have been a handball there, popping up on Orozco. No, nothing called. 11th minute. Ross. Back to Jerome, back to Ross. Luna, back to Ross. Opportunity coming. Ball inside the box. And Putna sees it. Kind of takes a nasty little hop, but catches it. As he is a not something you can miss with that bright kit from him. Weehan. Weehan's been here about 2 weeks training in Utah. From what I understand, scored a rocket of a goal this week in practice. And then in a scrimmage with Real Salt Lake, scored 2 goals and looked pretty solid. Seeing a note on Twitter that volume may be too low. Hopefully we'll get a check on that. I'll try to speak a little louder. Ramirez. Jason. To Bonse. To Adams. Wide to Flores, sitting pretty high. Flores looks up, no one in front of him. He's going to go forward. Rebellion gets there quickly. Rebellion does a good job to take the ball away from the Monarchs. A foul will be called. Frustration from the Monarchs. Kyle Adams sticks up his hands, and Weehan getting a talking to from the center referee. We'll take a replay look at that one. Flores goes down. Weehan comes rushing in and maybe left his body in a little bit longer than he should have. El Paso Locomotive. Charlie Weehan's going to apply some pressure to Jerome. But dealt with well by El Paso. 2 goals this season have been scored in the first minute by El Paso, and 1 in the second minute. As Ross scored in the second minute against Indy 11, a team that starts out very strong. Ball inside the box. Monarchs trying to clear, still inside the box. Flores plays it forward and off Rebellion, and it's a goal kick for the Monarchs. If you're Mark Lowry, gotta love these quick opportunities. So it looks like Rebellion's down. Might have caught that one in the family jewels. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community. Through the Forever Proud project, the USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forever-proud. I know there's a handful of watch parties going on. As you can see, the Monarchs coaching staff, but a handful of watch parties going on in El Paso for tonight's game. One happening at Flips, and another happening at B-17 Bombers Oyster Pub. Shout out to 8th Notch, supporter group for El Paso. There's always a loud, ruckus crowd down in El Paso. Gotta love the supporter groups in the USL Championship. Monarch supporters group looking a little small tonight, but again, Real Salt Lake also in action at Rio Tinto Stadium. Flores keeps it in. Flores picking up his head, trying to get it in to Mata, the Kiwi. Bonse is going to battle in the midfield. Milan, settled by Yuma. Yuma will push it out wide. El Paso looking to break. Borelli. Back to Ross. Ross wearing the orange boots tonight. Ross has now played in 50 games for El Paso Locomotive across all competitions, regular season, Open Cup, and playoffs. Ball quickly played off Weehan. As Maka King frustrated with that one, it'll be a throw-in for El Paso. Maka having words with our 4th official. Not sure why he's getting to take it again. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Or he'll get to retake it. Kind of a weird little situation there. Ramirez out wide. Ramirez looking inside the box, takes a heavy deflection, and it'll go out for the second corner kick of the evening for the Monarchs. Mata, the Kiwi, still looking for that first goal. He was lurking on the back post, hoping, licking his chops that would come in. Ramirez down, getting a little stretch, holding the outside of his left knee. Not a look you want to see if you're a Monarch fan or fan of the Real Salt Lake organization. Monarchs quickly looking down. Towards Johnson. Malik Johnson might be making an early appearance in this match for the Monarchs. As Johnson's going to be coming on Ramirez, looks like he's going to be subbed off as they're quickly putting on a jersey. The Monarchs assistant coach, Joel DeLass, having a conversation and giving some final last-minute instructions to Johnson. Monarchs forced to make a quick early substitution. Not what they wanted to see. It looks like it's going to be what needs to happen. Ramirez is going to go straight to the locker room. Monarchs are going to be able to make this substitution before the corner kick, as Johnson's going to come onto the pitch. Malik Johnson, the Canadian international. Former Tampa Bay Rowdy player. Corner kick coming from the Monarchs. Milan's going to play it. Right-footed ball inside the box. Can't beat King. The ball's going to go out for another corner kick. Service has to be better from Milan on those corner kicks. He's another guy that has a couple brothers in the USL Championship. Ball's played in, this time further, towards Ketter, and he punches it away. Flores. Ball back in, takes another deflection. It'll be a throw-in coming from the Monarchs. Monarchs going to adjust, get some of their defenders back into position. The throw-in will come to Bonse. Bonse to Adams. Peralta. Out wide to Johnson. Johnson's ball inside the box. Takes a deflection and a handball. Calls for a handball, but nothing called. This ball's going to be sprayed wide to Gomez, the goal scorer. And a glorious start for El Paso off the head of Gomez. Gomez, nice turn to get away from Bonce. Carried a little too long and dispossessed by the Monarchs. Monarchs with a handful of other players on the bench. This evening, Delgado, the 14-year-old, you have to wonder if he'll get a shot at some point this season. He'd become the youngest player in USL Championship history to play in a match. It's Fernando Delgado. Griffin Dillon, Quintero, Gomez, Briggs, Garcia. Chris Garcia is another guy that a lot of people had high hopes for in the RSL organization. He's gone through some injuries. Has not truly showed his full potential yet, but we'll see if he enters in the match tonight. Monarchs had to make an early substitution with Ramirez leaving the match. Which you hope's not a serious injury, but something that we'll have to keep an eye on and see if we can get some communication from the sideline at the half. On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and Brian Dunseth. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from the MLS, the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, and more. That's Sirius XM, channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. And we'd like to thank all those of you tuning in this evening, whether you're here locally in El Paso or maybe in some tropical location like Hawaii. Ball in from Weehan, trying to find Johnson. Weehan active, but gives away the ball. Little commentator curse there. Ball's going to be played back to Ketter. Ketter will play it forward. And Luna wins the first ball.
Carry Mac, carry Mac. Easy Mac.
Aka King. 23rd minute. 1-0 El Paso. Monarchs have now conceded 10 goals on the season, scored 5. El Paso only having allowed 2 goals this season. Look to see if they can achieve another clean sheet. Be their 5th of the season. Ketter with 1 clean sheet on the season. Zendejas with the others. Adams wide. Johnson. Back to Orozco. Over to Adams. Flores getting his boots wet with paint on the touchline. It's Wizard night here at Zions Bank Stadium. Got a couple Wizards right below me. And if you haven't seen the scarves that were made by the Monarchs and the RSL team store, they're a thing of beauty. To go check those out on Twitter. King. Out wide to Gomez. Back to Ketter. Rebellion in the middle to Luna. Luna picks up his head inside the center circle, wide to Ross. Ross has an overlapping run. Ross inside the area. Ross shot off the woodwork. And Andrew Putna comes out firing at Martinez. Wanted something quickly. There's another Monarch down, holding his leg. I don't know if that was a contact injury on Danny Flores. Monarchs do have a couple defenders on the bench. Would hate to have to use, do not have a defender on the bench. Might have to bring in one of their wide players or adjust their midfield to sit in for Flores if he has to leave the match. 25 minutes in, and El Paso is dominating this game so far. One other game was already in the books in the USL Championship. Battery with the 2-1 victory over Miami. Possession so far pretty equal, 51-49 in favor of El Paso. But the attack is where we've seen it so far from El Paso. With 2 shots, 1 on target. 2 should be on target. Monarchs are back up as Flores off the pitch, still getting assistance. Bonse is going to drop into that left back role temporarily. Weehan, header to Milan. And Milan takes a crack from distance towards Ketterer's goal as he collects. Maka King, nice little touch. King driven ball looking forward. No one on that far side. Enter the Win the Rail Monarchs text to win contest. Each match will give you a keyword to text for a chance to win a pair of tickets to every single home match for the following month. Winners are randomly selected at the end of each month, so the more games you watch, the more chances to win. Tonight's keyword is Monarchs. Text Monarchs to soccer. That's 762237. Message and data rates may apply. For a full set of rules, visit realmonarchs.com/contest-rules. 28th minutes here at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah, just west of Rio Tinto Stadium. Ball dangerously falls to Mata, and Mata unable to capitalize. Yuma kind of let that one go awkwardly, but Ketterer was on his line and able to step off and win the ball. Mata might have found himself in an offside position. Diego Luna inside the box trying to get around. Falls down. No real appeal for a PK as he looked to go down pretty softly, and Sam Brown plays that one out, and it'll be a throw-in for El Paso. Rebellion out wide to King. Jerome. King, he'll have his way, puts the ball inside the box. Dealt with nicely by Orozco. Mata forward, not a whole ton of help. He was surrounded by 4 defenders. Monarchs still down a man, playing with 10 as Flores is off the pitch. And it looks like the Monarchs are going to have to make another substitution here in the 30th. 2 substitutions before the 35th minute. That's got to be troublesome for Hamson Alave. Quintero. Osmir Quintero. As Flores is going to head to the locker room. My goodness. Not sure what's in the water tonight. As both those guys go down with what seem to be non-contact injuries. It looked like inside the box we had a sprinkler pop up. Our wonderful staff here at Zions Bank Stadium making a quick adjustment and getting that fixed. Drop ball coming. Monarchs are trying to get this substitution in quickly.
Nick, keep moving, Nick, eh? Keep moving, Nick, eh?
The Ecuadorian will make his way into the match. 6 years with the Chelsea Academy before going over to RCD Español in Spain and playing in the second division. He appeared in 10 matches, spent time at a handful of the famous academies in the world, including La Masia in Barcelona, as well as Chelsea in his late teenage years. Guy with a lot of experience making his debut here for the Monarchs. We'll see him in that midfield role, playing alongside Sam Brown. It looks like Bonse is going to be given the assignment to play left back the rest of this match. This is where you could use the likes of James Moberg, a stalwart in the defense, unfortunately on the injury reports, as well as Jimmy Slayton, Jeff Dusnup, and Bodie Davis. Monarchs with a handful of players on the injury list for tonight's match. Andrew Fox is the only one on the injury list for El Paso. Ball wide of Martinez. Back to Roscoe. The Monarchs are back home on June 26th as they battle San Antonio FC. Take advantage of our family 4-pack. 4 tickets and 4 ice creams for just $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. That's 4 tickets, 4 ice creams for $36. Weehan trying to find Alowski. Monarchs apply pressure. Brown to Bonse. Bonse is going to put this ball in the box. Looking back stick and overcooks it. Yuma to Jerome. All inside the box. Excuse me. Inside the half. What's the center circle? A foul called as Luna goes down. Quickly taken from El Paso. Looking forward. Defended by Bonse. Monarchs have to be careful. King stretching forward. Pushing it out wide. Weehan goes to ground. Recovers nicely back to Bonse. Bonse very capable with his feet. He's always got the fine, fancy footwork from him. 1 goal on the season as he had a cracker in the season opener. Against San Antonio FC. That seemed to be one of his most complete performances in that sense. Have not seen him really have the opportunities to put it on frame since that point. Milan leads the team with 12 shots in 5 games now. 4 games coming into tonight. Bonse with 10 shots in 7 games coming in tonight. And Monza with 5 shots in 5 games. But the Monarchs have not found success on goal, with only 5 being scored all season long, and 2 of them coming in the match against Sacramento Republic. Luna just outside the area. Luna dancing, top of the 18. Ball takes a deflection. Gomez battles towards Luna, and it'll go out of play. Brown, Tamata, heavy touch, but gets it back. Ball sprayed wide, but not enough under it to keep it going to Malik Johnson. It'll be cut off. Back to Ketter, Jerome. Wide, Yuma keeps it in. Looking forward, and the ball movement by El Paso has been strong here in the last few. Settled nicely. Borelli gets it back to Ross. To Ryan. Real Salt Lake and Vancouver still scoreless at Rio Tinto Stadium in the 34th minute. Just a touch behind this game. King. Back to Jerome. Yuma. Nice little ball there, cutting ball inside, sprayed wide. Flag comes up on the far side. Excuse me, on the near side. And it'll be a free kick coming from the Monarchs. Borelli was going stride for stride with Adams, who caught it out of the air.
Slide B, slide B. Mishak.
Make sure not even to give a little bit of confidence. Milan. Dink touch there from Weehan, not enough to get forward to Mata. For the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USL W League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer both on and off the pitch, comprised of clubs from across the championship, League One, League Two, and the new expansion markets. The W League is set to begin play in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more. So we got a replay coming. Bonce held it in there, got him right on top of the foot. You could definitely be shown yellow for, and Bonce is no stranger to seeing yellow this season. Bellion up. I think our center referee is going to go have a conversation with Bonce. So he gives him his final warning. Enough's enough. For Matthew Corrigan. Ryan. Wide. Looking inside. Borelli. The ball will be won by the Monarchs. Roscoe looks inside to Putna. Turns outside and plays it forward. Yuma and Milan battling. The ball will go all the way back to Ketterer. Monarchs 1-4-2 on the season. Sitting on 5 points. El Paso 3-3-0. Ball inside the box and just wide. And a good opportunity there by Solignac. and he misses by maybe 6 inches. Oh, and it looks like it took a touch off Putna. On target, but pushed away by Putna, and we're going to have our first corner kick of the evening for El Paso. This corner kick coming from the far side. Luna will take the corner kick for El Paso. Luna puts the ball inside the box, headed away by Mata. Mata's down on the ground, slow to get up. Ball still in, takes it off the volley. Solignac, but cannot put it on frame, and it'll be a goal kick coming for the Monarchs. 41st minute of play, as we can see a replay of the volley opportunity. Just Mitz hits it and unable to put it on frame. The Mountain Division looks this way. Rio Grande Valley sitting in first place with 5 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss, and 16 points. El Paso in that second position with 12 points. New Mexico United with 11. San Antonio 10. Austin 8. Switchbacks FC with 5. And Monarchs with 5 as well. Monarchs trying to get back into this game, and a foul will be called. Rebellion trying to plead his case, but nothing going for him. He said, "You did not get the ball," as you could read that on the lips of Matthew Corrigan. Weehan got around. Definitely a foul there. Free kick coming for the Monarchs. Monarchs going to see if they can put one in. Free kick coming, 42nd minute. Milan plays it in, ball takes a deflection. Still inside the box, Kyle Adams goes up, misses the ball. Hit up into the air, sky high. Battle for the ball. Yuma collects numbers if they can figure it out, as Luna and Gomez streaking forward. Chased down by Martinez. Martinez cuts off the first-time ball. Monarchs dealt nicely with the counterattack there. Getting late in this first half. 43rd minute. Still 1-0 El Paso. Ketter spent some time this season on loan with the Portland Timbers and had himself some time up there, including stopping a PK. Real Salt Lake fans know all too well the guy he was replacing, Jeff Antonella. Putna does nice to come off his line. So he collects the ball. Monarchs trying to go forward. Bonce picks up his head, looking for players in the lines. Ball being danced around. We've got a player down. Monarchs not looking interested to play it out. Not had a whole ton of attacks. Johnson out wide. Johnson puts it inside the box, just in front of Mata. And it'll go out for a goal kick. Monarchs with a decent opportunity. It looks like Ryan is back up. As you're going to see a replay, look at this ball wide from Malik Johnson. Johnson gets it in nicely, just in that sweet spot where Ketterer had to decide if he was going to stay on his line or come off his line. Elected to stay on his line. Still scoreless. Sandy between RSL and the Whitecaps. Goal kick coming from Logan Ketterer. Talked about it a little bit, but 17 games undefeated in the regular season. That's the 6th longest streak in USL Championship history. It's the longest held by Phoenix Rising. As if I'm not mistaken, Agi Naga was on that team. Rebellion plays it wide to Maka King. Stoppage time is brought to you by America First Credit Union. America First has the financial products and services you need to take care of yourself, your family, and your business. 4 minutes of stoppage here in the first half. Monarchs had to make 2 early substitutions, with Flores and Ramirez going down with injuries. We've yet to hear what those injuries are, but we'll see clarification at the half. Roscoe sprays it wide to Bonse. Bonse was thinking about the next action before he was able to settle that ball, and it'll go out of play, and it'll be a throw-in coming from El Paso. Just to the side of their bench. Mark Lowry wearing the all black tonight. Black tie, black shirt, black pants, and black shoes. As far as I know, not going to a funeral tonight. Unless it is the funeral of the Monarchs. We'll see if they're able to get back into this game here, either late in this first half or into the second half. Milan looking forward, trying to find Weehan. Weehan was sneaking around, and looks like RSL just took the lead in their match. 1-0 Real Salt Lake. It's beautiful ball movement by RSL. Rusnak with the assist, and Amir Krylok with the goal. You saw a replay look at that foul, and it'll be a quickly taken free kick. Unofficially through 2 of the 4. Ryan inside the center circle. Looking forward, Gomez was trying to find Gomez, cut off by Frankie Martinez. Ball out wide, Borelli. A lot of pressure in on Gomez, the goal scorer, as he was streaking forward. He'll be fouled, and a free kick coming for El Paso. A pretty decent distance, maybe a little far to shoot. But definitely an opportunity to put it inside the box. Ross standing over the free kick. Ross will look to play it back, stick, finding Rebellion inside the box, still inside the box. And a shot taken by Gomez, deflecting off Kyle Adams. Unmarked Rebellion. Bonse was not close enough to him. Heavy little touch there from Adams, but able to recover nicely. Adams will be frustrated with himself there, but does a nice job to make sure an opportunity doesn't come. Long throw in, headed away by Brown. Bonse plays a big ball forward. Borelli gets it right back almost where it came from. Gomez, he's inside the area, streaking at Adams. Adams does a good job. Keeps him from going continually towards goal. Ball still inside the box and headed across by Ross. Kept in by Luna. Luna tries to get around Frankie Martinez. I'll be out for a goal kick.
Let's go.
That's 4 minutes of stoppage time, and the whistle is blown by Matthew Corrigan. And that's the end of the first half. El Paso Locomotive taking a 1-0 victory into the locker room after scoring in the first minute of play. The Monarchs were able to settle in a little bit more as the match went on, but tough to give up a goal that early on in the game. and also with 2 injuries. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with first half thoughts and analysis after this.
You are the sunrise waking my day.
I miss you guys.
You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only goal that matters to us is the one that matters to you. And whether you're focused on the journey or the destination, we'll be right there beside you to help make sure you can enjoy every mile and every moment. Because the only goal that matters to us is yours, truly.
The best line of defense against the virus is getting the vaccine.
Take your shot.
Tomar la vacuna.
Let's get back in the game.
Volvamos al juego.
Get vaccinated.
Vacúnate.
For yourself.
For your teammates.
Por tu compañero de equipo.
For your family.
And for the community. For information on getting vaccinated, visit coronavirus.utah.gov.
Zion is much more than just these cliffs. We're all a part of this. When I'm painting, my goal is ultimately to inspire people through that artwork to go out and find their own personal experience. I think that only when we personally connect with a place do we truly gain the power to protect it. And that's the whole point, is to protect this place, not just for us here today, but for future generations forever.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
In the box, chance for Williams, off the crossbar and in.
Back to Samake, and there's Sparrow again.
JJ Williams leaves it for Lapa! Salazar cuts it inside. Van Oekel with an excellent save.
Tonight's halftime show is presented by America First Credit Union. America First is proud to be the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. Whatever you need for whatever matters most, America First is here to help. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. And by Les Olson and Sharp, dominate the pitch with an agile workflow. Equip your Sharp office with brilliant professional monitors, cutting-edge collaboration boards, and state-of-the-art multi-function copiers with Alexa-enabled voice commands. Sharp and the Les Olson Company, official office technology partners of the Real Monarchs. Back here at Zions Bank Stadium, as you see a shot of the western sky and a 1-0 lead for El Paso Locomotive here at the half. Let's check out the USL Championship Player of the Week as well as Team of the Week. It's Alejandro Guido, from San Diego Loyal with a goal and assist last week and hit the post as well to win 43% of the votes. As you see a couple other guys on the list in tonight's match in Milan, Diego, and Maka King. Let's check out the news and notes around the USL Championship. As you can see, his goal and assist in a win against LA Galaxy 2. Asante producing on the field. Scores 2 beyond the penalty area against Tacoma Defiance. And then the formation of the W League set to begin play in 2022. And what should be another exciting league for women's soccer here in the U.S. Let's also look at scores around the USL Championship. A couple scores pertinent to this Mountain Division. New Mexico United 2-0 victory over San Antonio FC. Colorado Switchbacks FC 4-2 over the Defiance. Las Vegas Lights 4-3 over the Galaxy in what was a thriller, as they've had some assistance from LAFC and the Loneys. And then tonight's match, the Battery against Miami FC 2-1. The Miami FC. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with halftime stats as well as a match recap and some highlights from the first half after this.
It's never been more true. We take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. University of Utah Health.
Anderson, Julio. Ball is out, it's in the back of the net. What a debut for Anderson, Julio. Frylock heads it for Rabin. Galazzo, Rubio, Rabin.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Halftime rolls on here at Zions Bank Stadium. Let's talk about some stats from the first half and visit some of those. El Paso leading things 56-44, in possession. On the attack, El Paso with 8 shots, 1 on goal. Monarchs with only 2 shots and 1 on goal. And I misspoke. El Paso with 2 shots on targets. On the defensive side, tackle success rate for the Monarchs, 100. Success rate for El Paso, 66. Let's check out some highlights from first half, including the goal in the first minute, as that one was quick, fast, and furious. Ball in from Diego Luna. Rebellion puts it inside the box, and Gomez heads it home. A wonderful little sequence that I'm not sure if Kyle Adams just wasn't able to get up quick enough. But nonetheless, El Paso able to get their second goal of the season in the first minutes. And their third in the first 2 minutes of the season. So look from the Monarchs opportunity. Ball deflected out by Yuma. And I originally said it looked like it was touched by Sam Brown, but Yuma got the ball in, and a nice little opportunity coming. Nice little opportunity coming in from Malik Johnson, unable to find the foot of anybody. And then there's the crossbar. And a nice little hits. Milan taking an ambitious opportunity at best from distance. And here's another great opportunity by Solignac and a beautiful save by Andrew Putna, keeping the Monarchs in this match. Solignac mishits that one. Nice looking opportunity from the volley, but just not able to get it fully on his boots. And again, another ball in from Malik Johnson. This one's going to go right through the 6. Ketter elected to stay on his line, and Mata just not able to get on the end of that one. Headed in, and this was the one that Kyle Adams wants back, as he was able to keep it inside the box, but not clear completely. The purple sky to the north and the west, as El Paso leads 1-0. Have a couple minutes here before the half. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight on ESPN Plus or the KSL TV app, wherever you may find yourself. If you want to join in on the conversation, you can tweet directly at me. That's at Landon Southwick. Or you can use the hashtag SLCVELP. Love to hear your thoughts so far of this match and what you expect from the second half. Monarchs don't have a lot of flexibility with the bench situation, having used 2 first-half substitutions. Have the ability to use 5 substitutions, but that has to be done in 3 instances. So the Monarchs going to be in a tight situation. El Paso still have their full bench, and El Paso typically using their first sub about in the 71st minutes, or excuse me, 62nd to 75th minutes on average, so about that 71st minutes. We'll see what they do. They've used a double substitution 3 times in 6 games, and their earliest they made was in the 31st minutes a handful of games ago in their 3rd game of the season. Both teams starting to come out on the pitch, and we'll see what the Monarchs will do in this half. If you're Mark Lowry, the message to the guys is continue to do what you're doing. So far, game seems to be in hand for El Paso, but a slip up, and that could change things real quickly. If you're Hamas and Alave, it needs to be something's got to happen on the attack. Need to keep defending, but we've got to find opportunities. It's got to be his message. Some fun highlights out there from Nicholas Murray from the USL Championship. So he's tweeted out a couple videos talking about Diego Luna, and he's been a guy to watch tonight, as he's been very effective in the attack and kind of been able to pull the strings in a lot of ways. We'll see if he can stay active here in the second half. Monarchs with a couple guys that have yet to really get going. A guy that we highlighted in the pregame, in Charlie Weehan. He has not been with the club for a super long time, but done well. Monarchs are going to make an adjustment here with the substitution in Gomez, as he'll come on the match, into the match, for Mata, whose night is done after 45 minutes. Monarchs getting some adjustments given to Sam Brown from Cody Warden. So he's using the chalkboard, trying to show the boys what to look for. Monarchs down 1-0 here at Zions Bank Stadium. Thanks for tuning in. It's a lot of action, a lot of things you could be watching tonight, as the Jazz and the Clippers are playing in LA, as well as Real Salt Lake. As you get a look there at Bodie Davis. Imagine watching the Real Salt Lake game, or highlights of the Real Salt Lake game, as they're still at the half. Crowd up on their feet, trying to get things going here for the second half. Monarchs are going to be moving from left to right here in this half. El Paso from right to left across your TV screen. Second half action coming here shortly. Both teams have some action here coming up. El Paso gets a nice little small rest. We'll play at RGV on the 30th. Monarchs quickly forced back in action on the 23rd at Tacoma. And then again back here on the weekend. 3 of the next 4 are at home for the Monarchs. They need to look to capitalize and get some points if they want to stay in the playoff picture. Gomez trying to find Johnson, not on the same page as him, and he points forward, touches his chest, and apologizes. Looks like no substitution from El Paso. Solniak. Monarchs is playing a lot more pressure as Johnson plays it off Ross quickly. Ball in towards Milan. Milan battling. Applying pressure on Ross. Ball's going to go all the way back. There'll be a goal kick coming for Logan Ketterer. Busy summer of sports action. The Olympics here in 2021 due to COVID. Lots of soccer here in the USL Championship. MLS back in action. The Euros, Copa America, and qualifying for the World Cup, which makes for a very, very exciting year for sports fans across the world. Ball forward, Milan inside the box. Milan, Ketterer down on the ground. Ball chipped in, still inside the area. Johnson, and cut off by Yuma as Milan got around the keeper. Just did not have an angle to put it on frame. Monarchs looking better here at the start of the second half. Just have to wonder what was said and what adjustments were made by Hamas and Olave. Definitely coming out with fire. As you see a look there, Milan didn't have a whole ton he could do. Put it inside the box, but dealt with nicely by El Paso. Martinez goes off his arm. It'll be a throw in coming. Borelli looking forward, settled by Solniak. Weehan tracks it down. Weehan's gonna try to turn the corner on King. Weehan getting around the corner, but unable to keep it in. It'll be a throw in coming. Throw in there looking for Gomez, the goal scorer. Gomez plays it forward, nice little ball. Sam Brown defending. Rebellion trying to get it back inside the box. Monarchs defense sniffs that one out. You can tell the pressure is a lot higher from this Monarch side in the second half. Martinez deals with it nicely, plays it back to Putna. Jazz with a nice lead before the half. As a Let's Go Monarchs chant starts to break out. Visit rsl.com and get your summer plans set with an RSL partial ticket package. Brown goes to ground. Luna inside. Kyle Adams, Johnny on the spot, comes over to cut off the pass. Pressure is causing a little bit of issues for El Paso. They haven't been able to get the flow that they had in the first half. Big ball there by King. Settled by Ross. Ross, he'll go at Martinez, cuts inside the box. Ball forward to Solignac. Those two not on the same page. Calls for a foul. Nothing there, Ryan. He'll play it back to Jerome. Two players to watch that we mentioned tonight. Chris Weehan. We mentioned 10 goals, 18 assists at Stanford. Younger brother of Chris Weehan. And Diego Luna, the 17-year-old, 6 games, 2 goals here in 2021. And his name on the USL Team of the Week. I heard an interesting story on him. He was found by Richie Ryan. Kind of singled out by Richie Ryan to join this side. Given a nice chance by Mark Lowry, and Mark Lowry definitely has some confidence in him. You can see he's pulled the strings a lot in the match tonight. Kind of made himself a player to keep an eye on. Johnson's gonna have to turn on the jets. Keeps it in and gets it back nicely to Martinez. Martinez back to Putna. Weehan, he's gonna go at him alone. Oh, and Weehan gets a little body check there by Maka King. Monarchs, you can tell, have decided they're gonna apply lots of pressure here in the second half. Not able to connect some of the passes I think they wish they were able to, and I think that's the difference maker so far on why they haven't been able to sustain a true attack. Ross. Forward, Solignac, just wide of the area, back to Ross. Ross still with it at his feet. Ross, shot, and a save by Putna. Big save there from him. That's his second big save of the night, as you're gonna get a replay look at that save. Malik Johnson gets round one, gets taken down. Gomez plays it wide. Gomez trying to get the return pass. He goes inside the box, takes down Yuma, going towards Ketterer. He helps him up. Nothing there. As you can see, Yuma wearing the Pride armband tonight. All that might have been different if Malik Johnson was able to stay on his feet and not take it down. Nonetheless, Monarchs kind of sitting in a 3-back as Adams, he'll spray wide ball inside the area and just across the face of goal. And kicking himself is Solignac because he was right there, just unable to get the last touch. As you can see, Maka King, great ball. And that is a matter of inches. Monarchs look to have made an adjustment, or kind of sitting in that 3-back. I mentioned that for a second, but with Adams sitting wide, and Milan with the touch and just over the crossbar, and man alive, opportunistic, but almost caught Ketterer sitting too high on his line. Ketterer tracked back, knew where his crossbar was, and saw it go up and over. But you've gotta love the ambitious efforts by Milan. Bonce to Gomez. Gomez has been a guy that's come on to a couple matches and provided a lot of assistance for the attack. but really just hasn't had the fitness to continue. Milan. Monarchs lose the ball just on the half moon above the 18. Solignac, nice turn there. Solignac, a nice little step over, tries to get around Frankie Martinez. Ball will be knocked out. Luna has been a little bit more closed here in this second half. Roscoe does not look his age, but plays like a man and has having a solid season for this Monarch side. Roscoe to Bonse. Bonse with the giveaway there. Sam Brown applying pressure. Ross. And Ross put his hands right, or excuse me, Martinez put his hands right into the back of Ross. Probably should have been a foul, but no foul called. Ball forward. Gomez. Gomez, ball away. Those are the giveaways that you cannot give because the counterattacks quickly start for El Paso. Rebellion inside the center circle. Sprays it wide to King. Wide to Luna. Luna's kind of drifted into that wide spot here in the second half. Rebellion. Back to Luna. Luna to King. King trying to pick up his head. Finds Ross. He got the return pass. Ryan to Ross. Out wide to Borelli. King. Almost thought King was going to take a crack and just wide from Borelli. As Putnam knew where his post was, but still went to ground. As you're going to see a replay, look, nice combination inside the box. And Borelli put it just wide. The United Soccer League, all 30 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. That's uslsoccer.com. Got a comment from Dan on Twitter. El Paso Locomotive are the Scotland of the USL. Always win by a goal margin, always lose by a goal margin, and then have never attacked the middle like Phoenix Rising do. An interesting thought. Anybody agree or have thoughts on that? As Johnson is tugged from behind by Yuma. It'll be a free kick coming from the Monarchs. Dangerous area for the Monarchs. As you see a replay look, Johnson had him spun like a top. And Yuma resorted to pulling on the jersey. Did it quick enough that he was just outside the area. But Bonse and Milan will stand over it. 2 yards outside of the 18. And kind of in line with the 6-yard box. The angle not a great angle to shoot from, but definitely one that you can put it inside the box. Monarchs definitely have practiced some stuff from the training grounds. We'll see if they elect to do something a little unique. Milan, Bonse, Milan will take it. Milan puts it inside the box, headed away. Still inside the box. Milan tries to get a touch, and it'll be deflected out for a corner kick. First of the second half for the Monarchs. Monarchs will try to capitalize this one, try to level the match here in the 60th minute. Conversation being had with our center referee and Diego Luna. Like our AR on the near side and our center referee were having a conversation. Paul inside, headed, and Weehan got his head on that one, unable to direct it on goal, but a good-looking opportunity there from the Monarchs. See a replay look. Weehan rose nicely, was able to out-jump Yuma, but unable to direct it on goal as he was looking for his first professional goal. Ketter with the big ball forward. Adams and Gomez battling. Ross to Luna. Johnson showing his speed. Johnson. Yuma. Is Yuma standing right over Johnson and frustrated, asking for where the deflection was. The foul's going to be overturned. A lot of frustration with the AR here on the near side. Solniak. Off his head, and it'll be a throw-in coming. Bonse back to Adams. Bonse is going to get the return pass. Monarchs have looked pretty decent in the three-man back line. Not something we've seen very frequently from them. Johnson just outside the area. Johnson plays it inside the box. Coming through, but no one there to capitalize. Johnson gets around Borelli, cuts in, taps it in through. Looking for Milan. Yuma still down on the pitch. '64th minute, 1-0 El Paso. Our score bug has gone away temporarily. I'll try to keep you in as Sam Brown might have caught an elbow a little high there by Solniak, and the ref blows his whistle for the extended elbow. Quickly taken by the Monarchs. Score popped across for a quick second, but has still disappeared. 64th minute, officially 63:40 on the clock. 1-0 El Paso. Courtesy of a goal in the first minute by Gomez. Assist by Rebellion. Ball back, Weehan. Out wide to Johnson. Looks good for the Monarchs, but cut off. El Paso. Quintero has been involved in a couple of the opportunities, and Gomez as well. Johnson's been very active on this right side. Johnson plays it inside the box, trying to find Milan, as he chases it wide, and it'll go out. Little banter by the 8th Notch Twitter accounts. Another Weehan, huh? And a meme saying, fun, I don't like you either. A lot of reaction to the wee hands, I'm sure, across the USL Championship because of Chris Weehan and the success he had and continues to have in the USL Championship. Former Rookie of the Year here in the USL Championship. Ball forward. Ooh, cut off nicely by Jerome as he goes to ground, keeping an opportunity away from Milan. Got a lot of connections of brothers, like we mentioned in the USL Championship. So Roscoe will play it all the way back to Putna. Putna spent time with the Monarchs in 2019 during the championship run. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. That's selectsportamerica.com. 67th minute. 66:03 on the clock. Milan trying to get around. Monarchs applying a lot of pressure. There's going to be a foul, and our first yellow card of the match will be shown to Sam Brown. Doesn't have much interest in turning around to see the ref show the yellow, but as he'll see yellow here in the 67th. As you can see, he never once really turned around to see our center referee show yellow. So he'll be put in the book. Again, if you'd like to join the conversation, welcome to tweet at me at Landon Southwick or use the hashtag SLCVELP. Our bench is having conversation. Monarchs bench is having conversation with our center referee, asking questions. El Paso tried to restart, told to play it back or put it back. And we'll take another shot to go with the restart. Borelli and Orozco and Solignac battling pretty heavily. Brown. He's pushed down, he's frustrated, but gets back up. Big ball up over top. Headed back to Ketterer. As Weehan was looking at it. Getting a little help on Twitter. Oh, Roscoe hits his back. Adams has to chase back. Adam comes back. Ball towards goal. And Putna comes up big to keep the Monarchs in this game. And Orozco was put in an awkward position coming off his back, as you'll get a replay look at that. Wasn't sure where the ball was for a second, giving Solignac the time and space. Solignac does a nice job to get around Adams, but Putna comes big with the chest to push it away, and a corner kick coming from El Paso. What a save by Andrew Putna as he's come up big multiple times tonight. Luna puts it back, and a good ball in, and a goal there. As Maka King, for the second week in a row, scores one off a corner kick. And he gets that one past Andrew Putna, and El Paso takes a 2-0 lead. He was unmarked, puts the ball forward, and a lot of Monarchs with their hands up. Not sure what happened there. Bonse trying to get around. Nice little pick play there by El Paso to open up Maka King. Kyle Adams asking for our center referee to come clarify. Don't know that there's much you can do as Maka King scores in the 70th minutes. But I was mentioning from Twitter, getting a little assistance by Derek Fox, former communications guy with the Real Monarchs, the RSL family, now with El Paso. But just interesting enough mentioning that Chris Wehan actually has the most goals scored against El Paso by any player from his time with New Mexico. Wehan coming forward. Wehan inside the box. Wehan trying to find a Monarch. Bonse on frame just over the crossbar. And that was the opportunity the Monarchs needed to get back into this game as they now trail 2-0. But not a bad looking opportunity and a nice response from the Monarchs as that one fell kindly to Bonse, but unable to keep it on frame. A potential playoff clash brings the 2021 schedule into summer as the USL on ESPN heats up on ESPN Deportes with the table taking shape. The Miami FC welcomes Birmingham Legion FC for a cross-divisional showdown in the Sunshine State. Catch the action live Wednesday, June 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Johnson. Monarchs going to have to see if they can do something. Martinez on the touchline, goes forward. Martinez trying to get a ball inside the box. And frustration, looks like we have a player down way behind the play. It's the coaching staff. We'll send on the trainer. I'm not quite sure who's down. Haven't had a good look at who's down yet. It's Chapa Herrera. Come on to this match here momentarily. Rebellion. He's going to be ushered off to the sideline for a second. I don't know if Chapa's going to come on for him, but man down here for El Paso. Monarchs going to try to capitalize. Ball inside the box, headed away by Jerome. Rebellion waved on. Bonse plays it in. Rebellion comes right back into the action. Kyle Adams to Sam Brown. Brown to Martinez. Out wide to Johnson. Johnson's been dangerous here on the near side. Tries to get a ball inside the box. Whiffed by a couple different players. I don't know if it ever took a deflection, as we're going to see our substitution. And Mark Lowry saying, get down. So they can get the substitution on board. Not showing any numbers, but it looks like Chapa Herrera coming on for one of our goal scorers in Gomez. Gomez getting stretched out. I don't know if it's cramps or what's going on, but he's a little slow to get up. Chapa ready to come onto the pitch. And our trainer was on the far side trying to get his way around. He's made it to midfield, taking a nice little jog. Ricardo Ruiz, if I'm not mistaken. Chapa Herrera is now on this match, and Gomez will check out. Rebellion still was looking a little gingerly a moment ago. Looks to be fine now. Monarchs have applied a lot of pressure here in the second half, but unable to capitalize. cash the check. Johnson settles, touch a little heavy, gets it back. He dances around, gets towards the touchline, plays it inside the box. Milan gets a shot towards goal, and he's taken down, calls for a handball, and that's gonna be a call for a PK inside the box. And the Monarchs frustrated with a foul that was called away from the ball, as Gomez is taken down inside the box. Yuma and Gomez battling with words, but you're gonna see at the top of the area, oh, and it was Bonse leaving his foot in. Looks to be a correct call. But the Monarchs were disappointed not to see a penalty kick called. '76th minutes, 2-0 El Paso. Enter to win the Real Monarchs Text to Win contest. Each match will give you a keyword for a text or for a chance to win a pair of tickets to every single home match for the following month. Winners are randomly selected at the end of each month, so the more games you watch, the more chances to win. Tonight's keyword is Monarchs. Text Monarchs to soccer. That's 762237. That's Monarchs to 762237. Message and data rates may apply. For a full, complete list of rules, visit realmonarchs.com/contest-rules. Martinez with the throw in for the Monarchs. Ooh, nice little Maradona there from Johnson. Johnson's looked very ready to play tonight. So he came on as a first half substitute. A former Tampa Bay Rowdy player playing with some skill. Luna goes down, and Martinez collided. Sam Brown picks up his head, trying to play it forward, looking to Weehan, cut off nicely by Yuma. Bonse. Gomez. We've got an El Paso player down again. I don't know if that was just a kick out that we saw there, but that might be something we'll see red for. You see Bonse comes flying in. And that's definitely a kick out. Would be shocked if we don't see red in this situation. The AR is coming in to talk with Matthew Corrigan. So that's Karsten Gilwald and Matthew Corrigan having a conversation. Bonse still down on the pitch. I don't know that it caught him clean, but definitely looked to be a kick out. We're going to see a red card shown in this match, as Rebellion's going to see red for kicking out. And El Paso's going to play the final 12+ minutes down a man to the kick out. So Rebellion's been shown red, still has not left the pitch. So we got 2 players still down on the pitch. We've got an El Paso player. And we've got Bonse. And I believe that red card looked legit from the angle that I saw. Definitely a kick out from Rebellion. Bonse is going to see yellow as well for his antics in that sequence. I think caught the player on the first time and then was involved in the second action, as he'll see yellow in the 80th minute. So I know earlier we talked about the calls for a PK, and you're going to see Bonse coming through. Oh, excuse me. There's Bonse's first foul, and definitely a foul in that situation, and probably could have avoided the red card. As you're going to see, the kick out there definitely got him in the midsection, and a rightfully deserved red card. As Kyle Adams, always the enforcer coming into the play. Our center referee having a conversation with half of the El Paso Locomotive squad. Calls for a stretcher was mentioned for a stretcher. Now all of a sudden, no mentions for a stretcher. Little chaos here in the last couple minutes. Aginaga looks to be the one that'll come on to this match, former Phoenix Rising player. Still conversations with our center referee. As our player down was Chapa Herrera. Second half substitute, he gives the thumbs up to Mark Lowry, letting him know he's good to enter back into this match. There'll be a free kick coming for El Paso. Since Monarchs made the third substitution at the half, they're allowed to make another substitution. They're gonna make their final 2 changes with Briggs and Dillon coming onto this match. A little under 9 minutes left here. In the match. Monarchs still down 2-0. Have to find a goal here in the next few to see if they can get back into this game. Ball wide. Weehan to Gomez. To Brown. Nice little combination there, looking for Milan. The Monarchs are back home on June 26th as they battle San Antonio FC. Take advantage of our family 4-pack. 4 tickets and 4 ice creams for just $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. That's 4 tickets and 4 ice creams for just $36. Call 844-REAL-TIX. Definitely some conversation on Twitter if that should have been a red card. Bonse trying to get it to Milan. He'll recover, recycle to Weehan. Back to Adams. We're gonna have 3 substitutes coming on here in about the 83rd, next time the ball goes out. Johnson picks up his head. Over to Brown. Adams. Into Milan. Milan takes a quick hit right at Ketterer. So we're going to see a replay look. The ball inside to Milan. Milan quick hits towards goal. Chris Jansen on Twitter said, we really need to get VAR in the USL. A ref should be able to see the confirmation of red cards and PKs. I don't think there's much debate on that. I'll have to say I definitely agree with that. Something that will continue to evolve in the game of soccer. We've seen it used throughout the international game, and we'll have to see if there will be something we'll see introduced into the USL Championship at some point. You're seeing Briggs coming on for Martinez. And Weehan, his night will be done in his debut here in the 84th minute. So Weehan and Martinez off. Briggs and Dillon on. Monarchs gonna move to a continued 3-back. And then you've got Diego Luna exiting the match and Aginaga coming on to the match. So Monarchs will play with Sam Brown sitting in the middle of the center backs, or excuse me, will be the center back in the 3-back. You'll have Orozco out wide here on the near side, Sam Brown on the far side. Then you have Dillon sitting in the middle of the pitch, probably playing alongside Bonse. Brown, not a guy have been used to seeing in the defensive part, excuse me, along the defensive line. See him as a defensive mid, but not that deep. Johnson tries to swivel his hips around and put it in the box, but he'll put it out of play here in the 85th. Seriously, Loco jumps in with the initial challenge by Bonse was worse than Rebellion's red. Bonse was lucky in my opinion. Bonse definitely should have been shown yellow right off the bat on that, and I think that's where that play should have stopped. I think we would have seen a red card because that play wouldn't have continued. But with the continuation, the red was shown. Unlucky in that sequence, how it played out. But Rebellion definitely knew what he was doing. When a player kicks out like that, it's intentional. We always make fun of soccer players for their rolling and their movements. A lot of guys definitely able to control what they're doing. Dylan inside the box behind the defense. Tries to get it to Johnson, cut off. And then Dylan makes a silly foul in the corner, and it'll be free kick coming for El Paso, 86th minute. Fun to have some of you chiming in on Twitter. If you have any more thoughts, let me know. Try to read them on air. Nicholas Murray, like I've mentioned, talked a whole ton so far tonight about Diego Luna, and we talked about the play on the corner kick on the second goal for Maka King. I have to mention that Nicholas Murray's tweet, Diego Luna with the assist on what feels like a designated play. Monarchs complaining about the screen being set up to give King a free shot at the volley. Felt like a pick. Maybe almost fitting with the Jazz playing tonight and a lot of action or eyes on that game here in Utah. Milan inside the area. Milan shot! Oh, bending away and just unable to keep it on frame. And he's going to be disappointed with himself on that one. Was bending, and if he would have just kept it a touch lower, there is nothing Logan Ketterer is doing to keep that one away from nets. Dan again chiming in. They did have VAR for 25 games in the USL in 2018. It's the money out of match and also a referee. It's a really hard job sometimes, but at the same time, these refs are being primed for the MLS. As we're going to see a yellow card shown to Quintero in the 78th. I know I mentioned early on in the match, Matthew Corrigan had never shown a red card in his USL championship career, but showed red tonight to Rebellion. Monarchs with 3 yellow cards. 89th minutes, El Paso leading 2-0. Trying to kill this game off. Monarchs applied a lot of pressure in the second half, just unable to capitalize on the pressure they applied. Borelli in, Herrera out wide. Brown, nice touch. A good ball there, Monarchs. Looked to be almost a handball, but nothing called. You can tell the Monarchs have some skilled players, just have not been able to piece it all together in one complete game, other than the Sacramento game where they won 2-0, but that was heavily filled with RSL loanees. Tonight just felt like they've always been on the back foot as they went down 1-0 in the first minutes and have been chasing the game for the most part the rest of the way. Orozco does a nice job. He's been one of those impressive players for me all season long. Bonse. Forward. Another little spin there. And a free kick coming for the Monarchs. Monarchs going to have a shooting chance here at this one, as it's going to be just outside the 18. Stoppage time is presented by America First Credit Union. America First Credit Union has the financial products and services you need to take care of your family, your friends, and your business. 5 minutes of stoppage coming. Free kick coming for the Monarchs. Just outside the 18, four-man wall in front of them. Milan Ilowski shoots at a goal! Milan Ilowski with a beautiful goal up and over the wall, and what a beauty as the Monarchs pull one back here in stoppage time. My goodness gracious. My, oh my. What a beautiful bending ball into the side netting. And Milan puts his name on the score sheets, and Logan Ketterer had nothing that he could do there, as he was beat once that one came up and over the wall, and the Monarchs back in this game.
Jordan, did you put it up, Jordan?
My goodness, what a goal. Milan with his third goal of the season. Carrijo came onto the match, did not mention his name, but he's on the match and getting some touches. Monarchs fall down. Herrera puts it inside the box, no one home. And the Monarchs have to have a little intensity. Throw in for the Monarchs, or free kick coming, excuse me. Monarchs get the ball wide to Johnson. They're chasing this match now, trying to get the equalizer. Good challenge there. Orozco tries to settle, takes a hop over him. It'll cross the midfield stripe. Dillon. Out wide to Adams. Bonse to Gomez. Wide to Johnson. You gotta wonder if this is Briggs' opportunity. Johnson dancing around. Gomez inside the box. Ball in, still inside the area, and cleared by Jerome. Monarchs gonna bring the keeper up. Andrew Putna. Monarchs throwing it all forward. Only man to beat, Bonse, is Andrew Putna will come up. Gomez here in the 94th minutes. Gomez, corner kick, can't beat the first guy. And with Putna up, had to beat that first guy. Johnson, he'll settle, trying to find Gomez, keeps it in. Gomez to Johnson. Johnson, a nice little spin, some fancy footwork. Johnson, inside the box. Brown leaves it for Briggs. Takes a deflection, and man alive, the Monarchs were pushing for it. You gotta love the excitement here in the last few. It looked like it possibly took a deflection, but nothing, no ball on the pitch yet.
Jordan, how long you got? Like 30 seconds?
Ketterer's gonna kill off as much time as possible. Almost through 94 of the 95. Monarchs providing some excitement here at the end of this match. They have anything left in them. Gomez to Bonse. Sam Brown to Milan, the goal scorer for the Monarchs. Trying to get it wide. Milan's gonna get it back. Milan takes a deflection. Carrijo goes down with a nice little smooth touch from behind, and a good job trying to kill off the game for him. If you're a Monarchs fan, you hate seeing that. If you're an El Paso fan, you know he did the right thing going down quickly. Can't be much time left in this. Gonna have to wonder if our center referee gives the Monarchs one more opportunity. Jerome. Adams comes rushing forward, takes a deflection. It'll be a throw-in coming for El Paso. Maka King. He'll take his sweet time. Ball in, takes a deflection. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Our center referee checks his watch as we're through 95 and a half unofficially. Monarchs gonna try to get one last opportunity. Johnson's gonna stream forward. Johnson tries to get around the defender, and a good sliding challenge there. And that's the whistle here at Zions Bank Stadium, and the Monarchs are gonna fall to 1-5-2 on the season, with El Paso continuing their undefeated streak and stealing 3 points here at Zions Bank Stadium with a 2-1 victory over the Monarchs. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with final thoughts after this.
When you're a member at America First Credit Union, there's only one path to happiness, and that's whatever path you choose. So no matter where it may lead you, whatever you need to get there, or how far it may go, we'll do our best to make sure it's clear with the America First Visa credit card, because the only happiness that matters to us is yours, truly.
I remember the first time Taylor brought me to Moab. It was life-changing. I think that switch from caring to loving to respecting is when it makes your heart feel like fire. Exploring with kids is a whole different experience, but the approach is really the same for all of us. It's about being mindful, being aware of what's going to help versus what's going to harm. That's what we really want to teach our kids.
Anderson Julio. Ball is out into the back of the net.
What a debut for Anderson Julio.
Frylock heads it for Rabin. Golazo! Rubio Rabin!
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
The best line of defense against the virus is getting the vaccine.
Take your shot.
Tomar la vacuna.
Let's get back in the game.
Volvamos al juego.
Get vaccinated.
Vacúnate.
For yourself.
For your teammates.
Por tu compañero de equipo.
For your family.
And for the community. For information on getting vaccinated, visit coronavirus.utah.gov.
Zion is much more than just these cliffs. You're all a part of this. When I'm painting, my goal is ultimately to inspire people through that artwork to go out and find their own personal experience. I think that only when we personally connect with a place do we truly gain the power to protect it. And that's the whole point, is to protect this place, not just for us here today, but for future generations forever.
Tonight's match has been brought to you by Zions Bank. For banking that helps you tackle every financial challenge, Zions Bank is for you. By MarketStar, explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. And by University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the RSL family and yours. Visit uofuhealth.org. Monarchs fall 2-1 here at home to El Paso Locomotive. It was an exciting game at the end. Things lit up here in the last few minutes here and kind of went a little wild. Monarchs almost tying things up. Briggs had an opportunity late and kind of shanked it. But other than that, the Monarchs provided some excitement for that match. Let's check out the upcoming schedule for the Monarchs. And like we mentioned, next 3 out of 4 at home. So at Tacoma Defiance midweek, and then San Antonio on the weekend, and then another midweek against New Mexico United. Then on the road on the 4th of July against Colorado Springs in their new digs out in Colorado Springs. And then versus El Paso Locomotive back here on July 9th at 8 p.m. Final thoughts for me, man of the match. You have to say it was Gomez. Gomez provided that spark by scoring in the first minutes. Maka King, who's been on the USL Team of the Week the past 2 weeks, probably going to be on the Team of the Week again. But then you have to give some credit to Milan Alowski with a dagger of a goal and a beautiful free kick, one of the best free kicks you'll see, up and over the wall, beating Ketter with nothing he could do. Monarchs were better in that second half. Pressure was applied, just unable to nab another goal to bring it back level at 2-2 as the Monarchs fall to 1-5-2 on the season. El Paso Locomotive moving to 4-0-3. Thanks for tuning in here on ESPN Plus tonight. I'm Landon Southwick from the wonderful production team that makes this happen, all our great guys and gals behind us bringing you this game. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you next game back home here Saturday, June 26th at 8 p.m. against San Antonio FC. We'll catch you next week.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.